Good afternoon, everybody. Fayman Steve here once again. It is January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year's to you all, and hopefully this year will be even better for some of us. I know that this is going to be a good year for me because I'm starting off the video going over some of my upcoming projects. Last year I did make a video of my fan acquisitions. This year I'm just going to be doing a video, like a little dialogue of the fans that I acquired last year. One from the other has a few small issues that I need to clarify and repair. Some of them are working just fine. I got the of course here I got the Homart 1950s Homart window fan that I got on my birthday back in July. This one is working great. I've already done some repairs to it. I got it all cleaned up, and I put a fresh new belt on it. However, the only problem that it has as of now is that I need to find a pulley for it. After some long, extensive research and information from other fan collectors, that the pulley on this is not the original, as you can see. That is not the accurate one. So, some have told me the right size that I need to get for it, and finding the correct diameter and bore and everything has not been easy, but I'm still looking. So I'm just gonna keep on the lookout for that. Other than that, it works just great. I'm gonna be putting this to use throughout the spring and the summer season. Still pondering on whether or not I'm gonna paint this thing. Part of me is leaning towards just giving it a fresh coat of paint, but however, I'm leaning a little more towards just getting it cleaned up and doing the small repairs as for now, and just enjoying it. I just kind of like it as is. So, the next one that I have is the Lasko Premium here. I got this one not long after the Homart. This is a great fan. This has the... turn it around. This has the famous Marco motor that everybody loves. Not the best quality of motors, but they still work. This one is working just fine electrically. However, still some problems mechanically that I need to straighten out. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more work with this one, because it's still seizing up just right after I cleaned and serviced it. I did get help on how I can solve this problem. In fact, I already have some materials for it of what I plan to do to it. So that one is next on my to-do list. Actually, I think that'll probably will be the first one that I'll be getting to. And the other one that I have is the GE Vortex here. This one is probably the only one that I don't have to worry about. This one is working just perfectly. I got this from my local antique shop earlier. Actually, yeah, it was a little bit earlier last year. It was not long when I got the Homart. I own two of these GE fans now. One's a Hasek fan, one's the Vortex fan. This one is more. This one's a little more rare, particularly the. I think this is the 9-inch. So another one that I have is a Monarch Air that I have around here somewhere. I got that disassembled, and I think I have that underneath my work table there somewhere. I'm going to be getting to that one as well. I'm going to be making a full restoration of that one in the spring. That one's going to be getting stripped down, rewired, full rebuild, the whole 9 yards. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, there's going to be restorations this year. As for any more fan acquisitions, I'm just going to work on what I have for now, and just let these be my priority. So I'll go ahead and I'll fire these up one by one for you, and this will be the first start of 2026. Alright, so I have this plugged in. I have it facing towards this way, and I know I really shouldn't be running this thing in here because it's so powerful. Hopefully it's not going to blow anything around. So here we go. See my posters up there. As you can see, this is not running at its proper speed. They're supposed to vary more than this because, like I said, I need to find another pulley for it, and I don't want to run it too much. It's astounding how quiet these things are. These things are powerhouses. Back to the eye. Okay, so there was the Homart. Okay, now let's fire up the Lasko Premium. That's running at what would be the medium speed. You can clearly see that this one is not running like it's supposed to. Thing is, it's not behaving like this electrically. Like I said, the electricals are just fine. Yeah, you see how quickly that came to a stop. A friend pointed it out, what the problem with this may be, but I'm going to be getting to that in a future video. So, yeah. Alright, so here's the GE Vortex. Like I said, this one runs just fine. Nothing wrong with this one. I absolutely love this one. Actually, I think this is the only one out of the handful of the vintage fans that I've picked up over the years that have barely given me any problems. Really neat fan. And I got lucky with this one. I had fortune to see on my side, because these blades, when these blades get knocked out of alignment, they are extremely difficult to repair. So that's a good thing. Love the wind down sound on these things too. These have great motor noises. It sounds like a machine. It shows its age really well too. This thing aged just beautifully. A few blemishes here and there, which is typical for a 70-year-old fan. I don't remember how much I paid for this though. I guess it really doesn't matter. Now these actually, what this sounds a lot like to me is the 1885 patent floor fans, like one that I remembered growing up with that my parents had many years ago. I think it was the Franklin motor. It was the 1885 model, the one where it had the handle on the top, and it had the darker shaded blue blades, and it had a motor on it. It looked kind of like a Westinghouse, but it had the oil port, and I think it was called a Franklin motor. I'm not too sure, but they just had the coolest motor sound to them. I had not seen one up close, probably since the 90s. I think I'd seen like a few videos of them. But I do get the vibe of those from these General Electric fans for some reason. This has a great low speed. These are really good sleeping fans too. I like to use these sometimes throughout the winter. They're good summertime fans too. This is what I like to use in rotation when I'm not using my box fans. All right. It's been a year, over a year, I think. Um, what was it? Was it May or June when I got this last year? Well, it was right around that time, but I've oiled this thing. I've lubricated it one time since I've had it. And check out that spin down time. I mean, you can't beat these old fans, and you just can't go wrong with them. And you're just not going to find fans like this that were built like that anymore. It's a thing of the past now. It's really sad. And they just downsized everything, started using cheaper parts, to where it wasn't going to cost as much money. It's kind of outrageous, really, but I guess that's just the way it is. Well, there you have it, everybody. Here is a video going over some upcoming projects of my latest fan finds. I hope that you all have a good first day of the year, and May 2026 may it be a good year for all of us. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more upcoming content. You all enjoy your day, and happy 2026. Bye-bye.